Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm gonna be giving you part 13 of What If Naruto was trained by Kaguya. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also stay in tune because I'm gonna be posting a new episode of What If Naruto created his own village. And also over on Anime King 2, I'm gonna be posting What If Naruto had the Sharingan and the Byakugan mix. And also I'm gonna be posting What If Naruto joined the Akatsuki. So stay in tune for that as well and enjoy. And if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice and you enjoy the videos on both channels, remember to go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join Anime King and Anime King 2 and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you all for your help and your support. And comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, let's get straight into this new episode. So, to do a bit of a recap the last time we left off, the Sage of Six Paths Hagoromo talked to Naruto as he told Naruto to stop what he's doing. The power that Naruto is seeking is something that this world has never seen. It is far stronger than the Jobi, and no human should ever possess that power. As the Sage of Six Paths tried to talk to Naruto and get him to stop what he's doing, but Naruto wouldn't listen to him, because Naruto hated him for what he and his brother did, sealing away Kaguya. And the Sage of Six Paths realized that this boy will not change no matter what. And he knew the only way to save this world is for him to intervene. As the Sage of Six Paths appeared in front of Kabuto in a ghostly form, as he explained the situation to Kabuto, as Kabuto couldn't believe it. If this man is coming to him for help, that means that Naruto is a bigger threat than he thought. As the Sage of Six Paths told Kabuto to learn the Edo Tensei Jutsu, as he was going to revive some specific person, and the Sage of Six Paths is going to give them a fraction of his power for them to take down Naruto while he is still weak before he achieved the power that he wanted. And with Naruto, he went to an inn in a local village where he met a girl, and Naruto realized something crucial about himself. He wanted to do all of this. There was nothing holding him back. The Sage of Six Paths will intervene, but when he gains his power that he truly seeks, no one in this world can touch him. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the playlist and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. We start this episode with the Akatsuki, as they were currently in one of their many hideouts. They were in hologram form. The boy has become really strong, said Kisame. He was able to cancel out our jutsu of appearing. And he also took out Hidan and Kakazu. Yes, the nine-tailed Jinchuriki has become a problem, said Pain. Itachi, Kisame, I want the both of you to hunt him down and capture him at once. No failing this time, said Pain, as Itachi had his eyes closed the entire time, as he already heard the news about what happened at Konoha. His little brother, everything that he's been working for, he's now down the drain because of Naruto, who killed Sasuke. So that means Sasuke could no longer kill him and be seen as a person who revenged the Uchiha clan. Everything has gone down the drain. But Itachi opened his eyes, his face showing no emotions. Yes, leader, he said. With Naruto, Naruto was currently soaring through the air as he arrived to his destination, as he looked down on the Cloud Village. This is where that girl with the two-tailed Nibi came from. The Eight-Tails is also in this village. Naruto then descended to the ground, a distance away from the village. He then felt something grab onto him, pulling him unconscious. As Naruto realized who it was, his eyes closed. When he opened them back, he stood in front of Hagoromo. You again, said Naruto. What the hell do you want this time? I beg you, Uzumaki Naruto. Please stop what you're doing, said Hagoromo. I already told you the power that you seek is not something that a human must have. And I already told you, I don't give a damn what you say. So let me out of here. You have made me done something I never thought I would do, Naruto. I have turned to someone for help. Help? What exactly do you mean? Asked Naruto. I see that I can't change your mind, so I have to turn to someone even though he's not doing right by this world. He possesses the jutsu, the only thing that is capable of taking you down right now. A jutsu that is capable of taking me down? And what exactly is that? Naruto asks. I will not give you the information for you to seek out this person and kill him. But no, your end will come soon. But you can stop all of this by just ending this conquest of gaining all the tail pieces. Naruto started to chuckle. So, you're basically telling me that you're working with someone to bring forward my death. And who is that exactly? Could it be a member of the Akatsuki? A jutsu that can bring forward my death? That must be really powerful. But bring whatever you have and throw it at me and see what good it will do. But it doesn't matter what you say or try, I will still go forward with my plans. And I will do what the hell I want. Now let me out of here, Naruto screamed. The Sage of Six Paths shook his head. You have gone too far. There is no longer reasoning with you. I understand now. The next time you see me, it will be when you're dying. Naruto chuckled again as he looked at the Sage of Six Paths. Pretty bold words. Let's see if you can back them up. And with that, Naruto snapped back open his eyes as he was in the real world. A jutsu that can take me down. I really wonder who he's working with. Now I have to speed up my plans. Kaguya told me how strong he is, but there is no way that he can enter this realm. He's already dead. So there is no way he can do anything against me. But I wonder, who is he working with? With Kabuto, he was currently in one of Orochimaru's labs. As Kabuto went through some hand sign and slammed his hand together. As there was a man in front of him on the ground, paper started to form around the man's body as the man started to scream in pain and agony. The man then completely changed into another person. Almost there, said Kabuto, as the paper fell away and returned back to the previous man. Almost there. With this power, I would be unstoppable, Kabuto said with a smile. And you, Naruto, you will be taken care of soon. Back with Naruto, he arrived at the gates. Halt, said the guards. State your business here, boy, one of them said. I am here to speak to your Raikage, said Naruto. You really think that we would let you into our village to speak to the Raikage? You don't even have on a headband. What village are you from? That is none of your concern, said Naruto. Bring the Raikage out here now. I need to speak to him. I wouldn't want to do something stupid, Naruto said, as he looked down at his hands. Two guards then jumped down, as they had their sword in their hands. State your business here. We're not going to let you talk to the Raikage. Or move along, boy. Stop calling me boy, said Naruto. I said, state your business or move along, boy. The man didn't get to finish the sentence, as a white skeleton arm slammed down on him, crushing him. As the other guards saw Naruto's eyes, as they then jumped down and rushed towards him with their blade to slice him. Naruto activated Susanoo ribs as they slice and dice, but none of their blades got through. Wind release, wind eruption, Naruto said, without weaving any hand signs, as a blast of wind blew away the guards that surrounded him, sending them flying in all different directions. "Let's see if you won't come out here now," said Naruto as he looked up in the sky. As Naruto took in a deep breath, fire release, volcano explosion, as Naruto started to spew fire in the air as he melted off the outer wall and the posts where the guards stay inside, as the fire could be seen from the Raikage's tower. Currently inside the Raikage's tower, B and Darui and A was there, as A was going through some paperwork, as Yujito got captured by the Akatsuki, and that was a big setback for the village. Someone then burst in the office. "Lord Raikage, look!" As the Raikage looked through the window, as he saw the spewing fire. "What's going on?" the Raikage asked. "We don't know. Envoys are going out there to check right now." The Raikage walked up to the window. "Let's see what's going on," he said, as he smashed right through it, as B and Darui followed behind him. About a minute later, Naruto was surrounded by envoys, as they all had swords, kunai, all sorts of weapons surrounding him. As Naruto stayed perfectly calm in the center, his Susanoo and his eyes were deactive. As the Raikage walked up to him, the Raikage narrowed his eyes at Naruto, as he didn't see it at first, but he then took a closer look. The one thing that made him recognize Naruto was the whisker marks, because Naruto's appearance has changed since he took in the darkness. "Are you him? The child that they say come back from the dead?" the Raikage asks. "Oh, so you heard of me? Well, that is fantastic," said Naruto. "What are you doing here?" As the Raikage then looked around to see his guards on the ground. "I heard that you have cut ties with Konoha and is now on your own. And now you come here, trying to attack my village? For what reason?" the Raikage asks. "I should crush you, boy." "You're not capable of crushing me," said Naruto. "And the reason for me being here." Naruto then clocked his head to the side. "It's you," Naruto said as he looked at B. As B narrowed his eyes at Naruto as he made contact with the Eight Tails. "Is there something strange about this boy?" he asks. "Yeah, you're right. I can sense 3 Bijus inside of him." "What?" said B. "What kind?" "He has the 1-tailed Shikaku, the 9-tailed Kyuubi, and also, B, he has the 2-tailed Nibi, but somehow they're all suppressed. It seems like they're not conscious." B eyes went wide. "Hey bro, this boy has 3-tailed beasts inside of him, and one of them is a 2-tailed Nibi. How is that possible?" the Raikage asks. "I don't know. Octopus just told me a minute ago." As the Raikage narrowed his eyes at Naruto. "How did you come by getting the 2-tailed Nibi?" he asks. "Oh, that girl with the 2 tails. I took the 2 tails out of her while the Akatsukis were trying to extract it. And I also took the 1 tails as well. So let me guess. 8 tails. You sense a 3 of them inside of me," Naruto said as he looked at B. "So you know my brother is the 8 tails," said the Raikage. "And let me guess, you're here for him." "Right on," said Naruto. "So, are you going to hand him over peacefully? Or are you going to..." Naruto couldn't get to finish that sentence as he was sent flying as the Raikage appeared in front of him over the envoys as he smashed his fist into Naruto's face. As Naruto was sent flying a great distance, the Raikage activated his lightning cloak as Naruto crashed into the ground. The Raikage came out of the air and slammed down on Naruto hard, creating a large boom. "You think that is it?" asked Darui. "No, he's still alive," said B. As the smoke cleared, as the Raikage got up, as Naruto was down on the ground, his eyes closed. Envoys bring him to the cell and put the Biju chakra restraint on him and some chakra restraint for his chakra as well. The envoys nodded as the Raikage walked past them. As they walked over to Naruto, the Raikage then heard screams as he looked around to see the envoys flying in all distance away. As the Raikage narrowed his eyes at Naruto, "What the hell was that?" he said, as he didn't see anything but the envoys were just sent flying away. And Naruto got up, like he didn't just got pummeled by him. "How can he get up so easily?" the Raikage said. Naruto then cricked his neck. "Well, I must say, you're fast. You caught me off guard there for a second. But who would just hand over their tail beasts, am I right? So it looks like you want to fight a bit," as Naruto cricked his neck again. "Well, the both of us can have a little dance. So, whenever you're ready again." Back at Konoha, Sakura was currently standing at a memorial stone that belonged to Sasuke Uchiha. As she looked down, tears were coming out of her eyes. Every day, she would come here and visit him. Just talk, saying something, as she really missed him. And the ironic thing is, sometimes she wished that Naruto was here, even though he was the one who killed Sasuke. She wished that the old Naruto was here, the one that was always laughing and asking her out on a date. Her friend, that one. For the both of them to be here for this crucial time. But then she remembered that he was the one who actually killed Sasuke. The Naruto that came back was not the same, and she already knew that. But it's not like she's going to ever see him again. And if she does, they would not be on the same side. And she wouldn't want to have to kill him. "What am I saying?" she said to herself. "It's not like that I can kill him anyway. He was able to kill you, Sasuke. And I am just still worthless and weak." As she lowered her head, she then felt a hand on her shoulder. As she turned around, as she looked up at Ino, as Ino gave her a warm smile. "You okay?" Ino asked. As Sakura wiped away a few tears from her eyes. "Don't worry, I'm fine." "No, you're not," said Ino. "You always acting tough, but I know inside that you're not fine. And right now you feel like no one is there for you. But I am, Sakura. You're my best friend, and I'll always be there for you." As Ino then gave her a hug, as Sakura started to break down and cry. "It's alright, I am here," said Ino. After the cry, Sakura lifted her head. "Thank you, Ino. I feel much better. Glad I was here to help," said Ino. "Now come on. I was heading to the hot spring. Let's go." "Alright," said Sakura, as the both of them walked off. As they left, a couple of snakes burst from the ground, as a giant one emerged and opened his mouth. As Kabuto slipped out of the snake's mouth. "Ah, so here is where you're buried, Sasuke Uchiha," said Kabuto with a smirk on his face. Back with Naruto, the Raikage had his cloak at 100%, as Darui had his sword and Killer Bee was using the octopus tails. As Naruto was in the dead center, the three of them surrounded him. The Raikage then dashed forward at great speed. The Susanoo ribs came up as the Raikage slammed his fist into it, breaking the ribs, but he didn't go through. A Susanoo hand came down on him, but he was grabbed by Killer Bee and pulled out of the way as Darui went through hand sign. "Black lightning! Tiger spear," he said, as he released a tiger made up of black lightning, rushing towards Naruto. Naruto simply brought out the Susanoo's hand and blocked the attack head on. The Raikage then came from above with an ox kick as he brought his leg down, but Naruto jumped up to meet him. As Naruto deactivated the Susanoo, as a white light came around Naruto's hand, as Naruto grabbed the Raikage's leg With ease, he spin the Raikage in the air and then release him as the Raikage crashed into Killer Bee, who stood his grounds because of the A-Tail's leg. As Darui then appeared beside Naruto in mid-air as he swung his sword ready to decapitate Naruto, Naruto ducked under it as he punched Darui in the stomach. As Darui flipped back and ran through hand sign, "Lightning shower," he said, as he sent bolts of lightning towards Naruto, showering down on him. But Naruto activated Susanoo ribs and blocked all of them. Naruto then deactivated Susanoo as he crashed into the ground. As he looked at the three of them, "I must say, you three are strong, and your teamwork is something great. But that still doesn't compare to the power that I have." It was then that Naruto's Susanoo flared up around him. As Susanoo grew legs and 4 hands, it was just a white glow with a skeleton face as the face started to get skin. As Susanoo stood tall, but this was not the perfect Susanoo. The Susanoo then created 4 blades and started to slash down on them. It was then that Naruto saw a group of 1,000 ninjas coming towards them to aid Raikage and the A-Tails. As Naruto narrowed his eyes, this could be trouble. "I have to end this right away." As Naruto raised his hand up into the air, as he then started to focus chakra on his yen release, as a giant group was coming from the north. As Naruto then created a meteor in the sky that blocked out the sun. As the group stopped, as most of the members in the group were shaking, as they couldn't believe what they were seeing. As it was day, but the place looked like night. As Naruto released a stone, and the group started to run back, as the stone crashed right in front of the village, stopping all of their pursuit. As the Raikage narrowed his eyes at Naruto. "Power. What kind of power is this?" he said to himself. Before he could react, Naruto appeared behind him. "You're not as fast as you think," said Naruto, as he hit the Raikage in 3 points of its back. The Raikage felt his nerves severed as he collapsed to the ground, as he couldn't move his body. As Naruto did something to paralyze him for a couple of minutes, Darui then rushed at Naruto. As Naruto stomped into the ground, fire then blazed up out of it, blocking Darui from coming towards him. As the fire created a ring and surrounded Darui, trapping him inside. "Fire castration," said Naruto as he closed his palm as the fire came down on Darui. As it started to burn him alive inside, as Darui screamed out in pain and agony. As Naruto then turned towards the A-Tail, who had a red glow around him, who was furious, as he then erupted, releasing the full A-Tails. As the A-Tail let out a roar, as it slammed his hand down where Naruto was, but the fist didn't hit the ground, as Naruto White Susanoo blocked the attack. As Naruto looked up at the A-Tail's eyes, as his Sharingan started to spin, as the A-Tails started to get woozy. Meanwhile, Killer Bee was in a mindscape part of the A-Tails. "Hey, what's going on?" asked Killer Bee, as the A-Tails went silent and collapsed to the ground. As Killer Bee came out of the farm and realized that he could no longer connect with the A-Tails, he was out cold. "Don't worry, he's just under a little genjutsu," said Naruto. "He'll be fine soon, but you won't be alive to see that." Killer Bee then pulled out all of his swords as he rushed towards Naruto, as he started to slice and dice, as Naruto was evading and dodging each of his attacks. But one of the swords slashed Naruto's hand as it cut his clothes. As Naruto looked down, "You actually cut me. I must say you're good in Kenjutsu, but compared to me, as Naruto held out his hand as he used a yang release to create a blade in his left hand and another in his right hand. As he and Killer Bee start to battle and slam their katanas together as a sword created sparks until Naruto's sword started to blaze with fire as he cut right through Killer Bee's swords as he planted his foot into Killer Bee's side. As Killer Bee rolled down on the ground, Naruto flipped over. Before Killer Bee could get up, he stabbed down hard as he pierced through Killer Bee's foot as the sword went into the ground. As Killer Bee cried out in pain, as Naruto walked up to him. "Now sleep," Naruto said, as he placed his 2 fingers on Killer Bee's forehead, as his fingers started to glow with a white glow. As Killer Bee passed out, cold. "What the hell did you do to my brother?" said the Raikage, as the lightning around him started to dance and destroy the ground that he was collapsed on as he tried to get up. "Whoa, you're actually breaking through. I must say, you're really strong. But I don't have time for you," said Naruto, as he took up Killer Bee and placed him over his shoulders. "Don't worry, we will meet again soon," said Naruto, as he vanished. Naruto then appeared to a cave as he threw Killer Bee on the ground. As Naruto went through hand sign, "Reverse sealing," Naruto said, as he slammed his hand, his glowing white hand on Killer Bee's stomach. As he started to pull out the 8 tails, as Naruto jumped back as the 8 tails emerged, but it immediately collapsed on the ground, its eyes still showing the Sharingan. "Well, this will be easy," said Naruto, as he looked down at his seal, as he slammed his hand on his own stomach, as it opened up, as the white hands start to emerge and grab onto the 8 tails, pulling it inside of Naruto, as the 8 tails turned into pure chakra as he was sucked inside of Naruto. As Naruto collapsed on one knee, steam was coming from his stomach, as he then put his hand back on his stomach and it returned to normal. Naruto then got to his feet as he walked over. "Well, you're dead," said Naruto. "I guess I should bring you back. Let them give you a proper burial." As he then picked up Killer Bee. As Naruto disappeared again. After a while he reappeared at Cloud Village, as A was finally getting up, with some of his guards that went around the long way. "Hey, I thought you might want this back," said Naruto, as he threw down B. "B!" A said as he rushed forward, as he checked his pulse. B was dead. As lightning started to crackle around A again, as he dashed towards Naruto, but Naruto was quickly able to sidestep him. "I don't have time to play anymore. I have things to do, you know." As Naruto vanished, as the Raikage tightened his fist. "This boy, I want him killed immediately," said the Raikage, as he looked over at the burned remains of Darui, who was no more, as he then turned back and looked at B, lifeless body on the ground, as he clutched his fists. Back with Naruto, he arrived back at the cave as he sat down, as he felt the strain on his body. "I must say, creating that giant boulder really took a lot out of me. If I didn't have Bunny, or Kyuubi, or these other tail beasts' power, I would be on the ground exhausted right now. But because of them, I'm just a bit winded." As Naruto got back to his feet, he then went outside, as he sat at the edge of the cave. "I wonder when they're going to find me," he said. As he said that, a swirling vortex appeared beside him. "Oh, so soon," said Naruto, as he narrowed his eyes, as Tobi stepped out of the swirling vortex. "Uzumaki Naruto," said Tobi. "So you're him, huh?" "Him?" "Yeah, Obito Uchiha." As Tobi's eyes went wide under the mask, as he couldn't believe this. How did this boy know who I am? Tobi said to himself. He was not even born back then. Oh, and if you're wondering how I know who you are, don't wonder because I won't tell you. So, what is the meaning of you showing up here? Let me guess. You want the tail beast inside of me, am I right? Tobi just narrowed his eyes at Naruto. You're up to something, said Tobi. Something different from what we the Akatsukis are planning. And I think you already know what we are planning. Oh yeah, I know. To put this world under a genjutsu, the infinite Tsukuyomi. There you go again, knowing about my plans, and I have never met you before, said Tobi. Oh, I'm a resourceful person, said Naruto, as he stood up. So let me guess, you're here because you want the 9 tails that is inside of me, and the other tail beasts as well. I was hoping that you would hand them over smoothly. Give your life to bring peace to this world, since you already know what I want. Well, that's not going to happen. As Naruto chuckled, only if you knew the real truth. What are you talking about, said Tobi. Oh, sorry. I can't tell you that, said Naruto. You're acting like you know something that I don't, said Tobi. Yeah, I know a lot that you don't. But for right now, I can't really tell you anything. Just go on ahead and keep on running the Akatsuki behind the scenes. And I won't bother you guys anymore, because you guys have no more tail beasts. I got the 1 tail, and the 2 tails from you. And I'm going to be hunting down the rest of them for myself. And if any of your members come in my way, I will tear them down to pieces. And then I'll find Nagato, and I'll take this running gun from him. And you won't be able to use it. So you know about that as well, Tobi said to himself, as he narrowed his eyes at Naruto. Huh? You're so silent after a sudden, said Naruto. Are you planning on how to attack me? As Tobi just looked over. What else do you know? Tobi asked. I already told you I can't tell you that. But you wouldn't be so dumb to just attack me out of the blue. I know all about your power. You sending your body to another dimension. The part that I hit you. Making it look that I fade right through you. So if you want to attack me, go ahead. But trust me, it won't end good for you. Tobi chuckled as he started to be sucked in a swirling vortex. You act so cocky, Naruto. But don't worry. Soon, I'll be coming for you. And I'll take the remaining tail beasts from you before you can screw with my plans. The infinite Tsukuyomi must rise, he said, as Naruto chuckled as Tobi vanished. But guys, I'm going to end this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, I already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform. But for now, I'm out of here. Peace.